What's going on, guys? It's INTRosey, and it's officially draft season. And the Packers did a little thing last night. It was a trade up heard around the world, and I would be remiss as a longtime Packers fan if I didn't break it down and discuss it. It was slightly disappointing for me, to say the least, and I think I share that opinion with a bunch of Packers fans. And anybody that doesn't care about the team is probably scratching their head thinking, why would you draft a QB when you have Aaron Rodgers? So here I am to kind of just break it all down. First and foremost, let's talk about the trade. They went from the 30th pick to the 26th pick, and all it cost them was a fourth-round draft pick. They had to jump a couple teams that I didn't think were going to take a QB. But hey, it is what it is. Jordan Love represents the first skill position drafted in the first round in the Aaron Rodgers era. I'm sure he was asking for a little help, and I don't think he was expecting competition, but here it is. Interesting note, Aaron Rodgers is 1 year older. He's 36 than Brett Favre was when he was drafted, 10 years ago. So it would be very poetic if Jordan Love came in and was trying to take his spot. Anyway, on to the player, Mr. Jordan Love himself. This is a guy that was kind of a tale of two tapes, in my opinion. He had a fantastic sophomore year and a not-so-good junior year. His junior year was marred with a bunch of interceptions, a bunch of throws into tight windows that didn't work out well. He pushed the ball down the field, and his playmakers had trouble making plays. But the guy that was there his sophomore year was somebody who threw 30 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, who challenged the defenses with phenomenal arm talent, had back shoulder throw after back shoulder throw that was on the money. That's the guy that the Packers think they're drafting. In my opinion, I think he represents a Josh Allen type player, maybe with a little bit slower feet, but with that kind of arm talent. Maybe not as big of an arm as Josh Allen, but effortlessly throws the ball down the field. The fallout on this trade, I think, is going to be pretty big. There could be guys who lose their jobs on this, or there could be guys who make their career. This is a trade up that will be judged in the future. What's it mean for the current Packers is a big question to me. This is a team that went 13-3 last year, and now you're adding a guy that frankly isn't going to play in anytime soon. So the people that are pushing for a Super Bowl have to ask themselves, like, does the front office not believe in us? Do they not believe in me? So I think that'll be a big issue in terms of team building this offseason, especially for the guys that are there, the Rodgers, the Devontae Adams, the David Bakhtiaris, the guys that are like, hey, we almost were in contention for a Super Bowl last year, and you're not giving us the talent. So on that, I think it's very, very important for the Packers front office to finish off this draft correctly and build for the future. Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst, we're having trouble talking today. Their careers will be inexorably linked to this draft pick. From now on, they will be known as the two dudes that traded up for a QB when you had a Hall of Famer waiting, or when you had a Hall of Famer already there. So it will be judged on how the team performs next 2 seasons and how Jordan Love looks. Because in my mind, if the team regresses and they take a step back next season, that's solely on the GM, and they will get heat for that. And if this kid doesn't turn out to be a future Hall of Famer, All-Pro, playoff contender, if this kid doesn't turn out to be the guy, they're never going to work in football again. So for me, as a guy who's watched the Packers draft for years and years and years, this wasn't crazy for me. I texted my friends before it even happened that this was a legitimate possibility. But I would be lying if I didn't convince myself right when the trade up happened. They go, Maybe they're going T. Higgins here. Maybe a little T. Higgins action. Not the case, unfortunately. But trades are judged in the future, so we shall see. Rosie, out.